We don't play by the rules. We create them. Boss Radio, 98.9 FM. Oh, worry.
Look, young man, if you bash my car, I will call my husband. Do you know who my husband is?
Madam, what is your problem? You just hit me. You want to kill my family?
Oh my gosh, excuse me, did you just hit my car?
I beg, come out this motor mister for road. You don't know say fuel cost?
Don't tell me that one.
Say you tell me say you get change. I beg, don't give me my 100, not pay me with anybody.
Madam, let the conductor breathe. Don't suffocate me.
Okay, I better not delay me. I better give that uniform and the 20 and me come on for road.
Join us on Boss Road Rants Mondays to Thursdays from 4:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. only on Boss Radio 98.9 FM, Owerri.
Stuck in traffic. Time to vent. It's the Boss Road Rant on Boss Radio 98.9 FM Owerri.
How dare you enter my hall?
Call in and let us some steam.
I don't have to conform to orc stereotypes.
What's driving you crazy out there?
If you don't mind, I like to enjoy the scenery without you pointing and screaming.
Boss Radio 98.9 FM, your companion on the road, turning your commute into the ultimate vent session.
A beautiful Wednesday evening to the beautiful people in the beautiful city of Owerri. If you're just joining us, of course, this is still Boss Radio 98.9 FM, radio for the Boss Monday. You already know that you're chilling, you're rocking with the only planet on this planet, the one and only Jupiter. And of course, this is Boss Road Rants, a show where we talk about everything that goes on in the streets, everything that goes on in the community, everything that has to do with transportation, everything that has to do with food, and basically every single thing that we see on a day-to-day basis. I already know that Boss Road Rant comes to you every Monday through Thursday at 4:30 p.m. down to 6 p.m. It is our Locomotive Wednesday, local Spanish word for crazy, and you already know what motive means. So we're talking about the motive behind some of the crazy things that a lot of people do. And today's QOTD, the question of the day, it's around something that is quite popular. It's around something that we are literally seeing in society today. But before we dive into it, you already know that I have to run my natural course. So, we are live on Facebook, we are live on YouTube, I beg your pardon, at Boss Radio 98.9 FM, where I always tell you guys it's very important, very crucial, very necessary for you to be following us on all our social media platforms, so that every single time that we go live, you automatically get the notification and you get to be part of every single moment here on any of the shows, literally. So like right now, we are on Facebook, we're live on YouTube at Boss Radio 98.9 FM. So head over to that social media platform, search for Boss Radio 98.9 FM Owerri. It's gonna pop out, follow, subscribe to that page, ring that bell so that you automatically get notified whenever we go live. Next up, so those of you who want to know what's trending in the world of entertainment, celebrity, gossip, fashion, lifestyle, sports, a little bit of violence, as we always keep it, our website www.boss98.9fm is the best place for you to get all that bit of information. And if you're someone who travels and you still want to listen to Boss Radio, but because of where you are or where you're traveling to, the frequency may not be able to get there, it's okay. We have you covered. All you literally have to do is simple. Just download the Boss Radio app on your smartphone, have access to internet connection. You don't even need to have so much data. You don't even need to have so much megabytes or kilobytes or gigabytes or whatever it is that you're using. Just download it and you can listen to Boss Radio 98.9 FM literally from anywhere in the world. Now, with that being said, it is time for us to delve into what we have up for discussion today. Now, today is Wednesday, and we're talking about motives behind a lot of things. And this QOTD is something that's, like I said, it's something that is happening in the world. It's not just something that's happening in Africa. It's something that's happening in the world in general. So here is the question of the day. On today's today is the 7th day in the month of August, and on Boss Road Rants Locomotive Wednesday, the QOTD is: should women be given leadership roles more often? Especially in this Africa, especially in this Nigeria that we're in. Should women be given leadership roles more often? And why do you feel like it's a problem, especially here in Africa? Why do you feel like some people believe that women are not? I mean, there was a statement by former President Muhammadu Buhari where he said women's place is in the kitchen. So do you think maybe she's supposed to be leading inside the kitchen? I don't know. I mean, the question is, should women be given leadership roles more often, especially now in this time and age? That is the question of the day. 09092229922 or 09122677989. You can as well head over to our YouTube page and drop your comment at Boss Radio 98.9 FM Owerri, or simply send us a message via WhatsApp using 080-6999-2999. That is 080-6999-2999. I hope you have your pen, paper, whatever it is you used to, take down some of these things that we learn every day. We're going to talk about, the reasons why it's like this, especially in Africa. We are going to talk about if it should be, like if women should be given these roles. And then we're going to talk about, like I always tell you guys, for every positive, there's also a negative. So we're also going to talk about some backlashes, that come as a result of that. And after that, we are going to conclude. You already know that someone's going to be going home with 25,000 naira this evening, and you have to be playing Cashbot if you want to be that person. Literally, all you have to do is to dial that code *347*289*2 hash *347*289*2 hash. That's easy as ABC. You have to be 18 and above to be able to play, and you play with a minimum of 500 naira, and increase your chance of winning by playing with more. All right, it's time for us to go on our musical break, and when we come back, we are going to dive straight into it. Don't go anywhere.
Relax and unwind with the smooth sounds of Boss Radio 98.9 FM. Your oasis of calm in the middle of the hustle and bustle. From the heart of the city, this is Boss Radio 98.9 FM, the soundtrack of your city life, playing the hits 24/7.
Nicki Minaj, come give me love, give me your body, butter my bread, sugar my tea, give me your baby. Ain't nobody touching you, wanna try it, they touching me. Everybody crushing you, but I'm wanting to marry you. I know go carry another, you know say I be complete, man, yeah. Now your matter, it's for my mind inside, yeah. Now me water, baby give me something nice, yeah. Carry a matter, girl I love your body, yeah. Look at my big baby, the woman so nice and her skin so clean. She calling my love like a sweet sister. Over and over, she can do my thing. Yeah. She's so in love with me. It's a blessing that I found a queen, and she doesn't care if I'm poor or rich. I give her my love to eternity. Oh no no no, can I promise I will be there for you? Oh no no no, if you ever leave I go hunting for you, my queen. Kiss you first thing in the morning, for me, baby never treat you funny. Carry another, you know say I be complete, man. Now your matter, it's for my mind inside. Mami water, baby give me something nice. Carry a matter, girl I love your body, yeah. I just got back, met her in the December. She loved the vibe, want just something to remember. After party, now for Intercontinental. She no fish out, she just want blow my vuvuzela. Oh, I like you alone. I'm a baby down, I'm gonna be by my soon. Oh, how much I go pay? Is it a million bundle? I make a hustle and bustle. Oh, you're beautiful. Show up and what they do. Coca-Cola body, mommy water. Oh no, you're beautiful. Show up and what they do. Coca-Cola body, mommy water.
Boss Radio 98.9 FM. Boss
Michael, I don't wire echo. We don't fire echo. Michael, let's keep it on the road. Baby, let's get something right. Cause when I'm lonely, you console me. Yeah. I don't believe in something like if you go hold me tight. Does it make me clear? I don't know you since caliente. Don't tell me my liver don't pay. So I know how much I want pay. Mama, you don't class and my level don't change. Normally me a pop, but I there for you like it takunte.
The new Boss Radio 98.9 FM. Radio for the boss mind. Radio 98.9 FM. Radio for the boss mind.
All these Gen Z then. We don't really
just like you offer to the gods, Owerri listeners have offered other radio stations to us as burnt offerings. Boss Radio 98.9 FM.
They go left, they go right, they go left, they go right, they go left, they go right, right, they go left, they go right, they go left, they go right, they go left, right, left.
是先到了，跟住放过颠倒了，头先依首歌手货跟第二打先倒错。
Say Gen Z get two type, the rich and the poor. Pikin when they born for an eye where they crawl. They don't grow finish, see them thick and tall. They don't like rubber, they like them.
少跟住放，跟住手跟住做，货跟到高先做，跟住有就先啲咯。
He say, "Chai, come see chow. Man, you defense, come see foul. If you want beef, come see cow. They go chop finish, come steal plow."
啊，好啲就先搞到咯，跟火速上到咯，咗乜把咯。
They go left, they go right, they go left, they go right, they go left, they go right, they go left. Fresh out. What's your name? They go tell you I'm sound. Like, how are you? They go tell you I'm calm. Family, they go tell you I'm farm. And for Port Harcourt, they go tell you I bomb. Sunaji, the wako kina. Mabito ina huta wada harko kina. Ina the moto chi the ewa sabu bima. You sabi ice prince dana abokina. Dreadlocks, Adidas, nightlife, laughing gas, carry po, carry loud. And you call sabi say Gen Z know they carry last. Fresh.
Music and more entertainment. The new Boss Radio 98.9 FM. Radio for the boss mind.
Hip hop, 10 seconds I do pass. Waiting be your compass. Fly you around the world. Maldives Santorini. Why you find Versace? I love love you, you're my G. Even if now I'm granted, I go still love you, my one man. Follow bomba to bomba, I go be your defender. When I lose my breath, baby, would you be my healer? Too many things I don't realize. When I'm with you, I dey fantasize. Would you be my only lover? When I'm with you, I'm alive. You're not my like Babu, but you still love me like this. Even if not taboo, you can still want me like boo. Oh my Cinderella, Jojo Maro, I be your umbrella, Hippa, 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 hee. Yes. Hippa, 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 hey. I love language. Sick.
Stop me fighting in my toe.
Signal.
Carry all my money, make you carry me go Sambisa. If I touch your body, make you touch my.
And girl, your love don't blind me. I can be like Papa Frio. If I show you go carry my embryo.
Carry me go where I don't know. Pass my
your body cool my pressure.
body, cool my pressure. Carry me go where I don't know. Go low,
your body cool my pressure.
body, cool my pressure. Boy, ma, you reset my preset, oh. Yo, this na asset, oh. Come make you spend on my house rent, oh. Say this your body na project, oh. Oh, oh, Malicha, I won't cut a mishi, oh. Carry calamity, oh. But me, I won't.
See Maradona, she won't play me corner, she won't give me for my city. See Maradona, she won't play me corner, give me for my
carry me go where I don't know.
Your body cool my pressure,
body cool my pressure. Carry me go where I don't know.
The new Boss Radio, 98.9 FM. Boss Mind. Just like you offer to the gods, O'Leary listeners have offered other radio stations to us as burnt offerings. Boss Radio, 98.9 FM.
My time, don't take my life. Do this right, it'll change your life. That's you and I. Be my karma, be my light. Out of sight, out of mind. Stay the night, no oversight. My Delilah, ice and fire. I'm in denial, but if you leave, what happens to me? Where do I find someone to love me? Girl, if you leave, what happens to me? Where do I find someone?
The new Boss Radio, 98.9 FM. Radio for the Boss Mind.
Man on a mission, I see no competition, and I mind my business. God is my witness, they don't see my vision. I'm a local judge and one in a million. Waiting them to say I do now. Yawado, yawado, yawado. Ojo chimo lon sọ̀rọ̀ mi, jẹ́ kó máa sọ̀rọ̀ no no. Yawado, yawado, yawado. Ojo chimo lon sọ̀rọ̀ mi, jẹ́ kó máa sọ̀rọ̀.
We don't play by the rules. We create them. Boss Radio, 98.9 FM. Oh, worry.
Emeka, no be up forever is the code where I see Semoto.
My brother, I'm stuck with the code. Forever don't jump out.
Wetin happen? Because I don't get money now, you know now. You never hear of Cashport.
Cashport? Wetin be that?
Cashport is a platform where you stand a chance to win big with just 500 naira on Boss Radio.
Oh boy, how do we start?
Just visit the website at www.cashport.ng or dial *347 *289 *2# to purchase a ticket. The more tickets you buy, the higher your chances of winning from the draw. Cashport is powered by Lasho Trading Services and approved by the Imo State Gaming Authority. Emeka, join me by dialing *347 *289 *2# or visit the website www.cashport.ng now and become Emmy Money. But remember, it is a quest for those 18 and above only. Play responsibly.
Alright, beautiful people, we are back. And if you're just joining us, of course, this is still Boss Radio 98.9 FM Owerri. And of course, you already know that you're chilling, you're rocking with the only planet on this planet, the one and only Jupiter. And of course, on today's Boss Road Rant Loco Motive Wednesday, the question of the day is, should women be given leadership roles more often, especially in this time and age? That is what we are talking about today. The numbers remain 090922299922 or 0912267789. You can as well head over to a WhatsApp platform and drop your comment at using the number 08069992999. That is 08069992999. Now, with that being said, it's time for us to should I use the word be lectured? Let's just start with that. Now, before you can get into if it is something that should be allowed, we also need to look into the why it is not how do I put it, it's not so accepted, especially here in Africa. So why are some women, or why are women, not given leadership roles often in Africa, in Nigeria, and in the world, if you look at it from different perspectives? So the issue of women not being given leadership roles in Africa has different it has different faces, let me use that word, and it is rooted in a lot of things. It's rooted in culture, it's rooted in history, it's rooted in social and economic factors. So we're going to be looking at them one after the other. We have about three to four different segments that we're going to talk about today, and you're still going to give me what your opinion is on the topic. So the first thing is because of, like I said, history and, cultural factors. Now, there are many African societies, there are many African countries, that have this, what they call patriarchal structures, where men normally are traditionally seen as leaders and decision makers. So these norms, this cultural norms, they usually make it, and it's usually done in such a way, or it's usually placed in such a way where it limits opportunities for certain women in leadership roles. And customary laws and practices, depending on the country that you're in some regions, there are certain customary laws and practices that still, even to today, whether you call it we have freedom of expression, we have our human rights, definitely right to vote and be voted for, everything like that, but there are some customary laws and practices that even till today they're still prevalent. Do you get over these formal laws that we are all acquainted with? So oftentimes, it's a disadvantage for women in terms of, like we talked about, I believe that was either last week or last 2 weeks, we talked about inheritance. So that one now comes into play in terms of inheritance, property rights, and, leadership opportunities. So that one is under the history and the cultural factors that hold that whole thing together. The second one is a social factor, which is one of the strongest factors out there, is the educational disparities. Now, from day one, when it comes to education, women have had less access to education compared to boys. I remember there was this movie about I believe that was in the 1980s. Or yeah, no, that was about 18 something. So the movie, it was basically about the struggle of women in the US before they were even able to become educated, before they were even allowed to attend schools to be able to get educated. And even while they were still attending, it was still an issue. You still had to do this and you still had to do that. So historically, women have had less access to education compared to men. Although it is changing, definitely it has changed completely, especially in this 21st century. The legacy of lower educational attainment by women, it can really impact their ability in leadership roles, because when you go to certain places where you are given the freedom to express yourself, you build certain values, you build certain abilities that will help you when it comes to leadership roles. That is why a lot of men excel at that, because they're given those opportunities. The second thing is gender stereotypes, which is always out there. Stereotypes about the roles and abilities of women. It's just like the same thing that our former president said. A woman is supposed to, this is what you're supposed to do, and rather than pursuing leadership roles or positions or try to influence things, those roles, it is perceived as something that is meant for men and men alone. The other one, which is the third one, is the economic factors. Now, economic dependency, women often have less economic dependence due to lower access to resources and opportunities. Do you get? We already know what's going on in the society today. If you're a woman, you already know what I'm talking about. If you want to get ahead in some certain places, there are certain things that there's not things that you're supposed to be doing, but there are certain things that you may have to do. And that economic dependency, it can literally limit their ability to seek and attain leadership positions unless they want to go through that route. And another thing that a lot of people say is that they are not able to balance their work life. There's this work-life balance is not there. So women are often expected to balance the work with family responsibilities, which definitely will limit their way or their ability to willingly take on these different roles. Do you get? Now, another thing is the emotional control factor, which almost everyone that you have this conversation with, they will always tell you that women are too emotional. And it's still gender stereotype also plays in this, because some societal expectations are often that women who should display certain behaviors. Do you get? So women leaders might be judged more harshly for showing certain emotions like anger, assertiveness, aggression, which are sometimes seen as acceptable in male leaders. Do you get? So there's a way a female leader would probably speak, and they would tag it that she's either too proud, she's either too rude, either too assertive. You get? And whereas if it was in the case of the man, it would be seen as a different, in a different light. That is the emotional control factor. That is the gendered expectations on that aspect. The next one is emotional intelligence. Now, I said something the other day that emotional intelligence is, that one had to do with our relationship. It's you understanding that this thing is, you understand your own emotions as well as the emotions of other people. Understanding when someone else's negativity is, causing friction between you and the person, and you deciding to cut it off. That is literally emotional intelligence right there. So effective leadership often requires high emotional intelligence, including self-awareness, self-regulation, empathy, social skills. And women, even though sometimes the general stereotypes are there, they often excel in this place, in this particular thing, but it's not it's not something that would be celebrated, because they would say, I remember someone specific that I had this conversation with, and the thing that came out of his mouth is, women are too emotional. They would make drastic decisions based on their own emotion at that particular point in time. So that is the reason why he feels women should not be given leadership positions, because they just can't balance. They can't know when to take a beat and take a pause and say, okay, I need to relax and calm down. Is that true? Only Then the workplace dynamics. In male-dominated environments, there are women who feel the pressure to conform to some emotional norms that are not aligned with their natural style, which is, it's what we see every single day, which leads to stress and burnout. Do you get? But supportive work cultures, that is, in this country that we're in, that value emotional diversity, can help, to help curtail this particular thing at the long run. Now, there are so many good examples of progress when it comes to allowing women to, be part of the leadership. I mean, you have the case of Rwanda, you have the case of Liberia, you have the case of Ethiopia. I think that's Sweden, where the president was a female. Rwanda, it's has one of the highest percentages of women in their parliament globally, due to these progressive underquotas and their policies. Liberia, someone called Ellen Johnson, she served as the first elected head of state in Africa as, the president of Liberia, and as well as Ethiopia, where you have Sahle-Work Zewde, who was appointed as the first female president in Ethiopia as far back. I mean, it's not so long. It's not up to a decade. I wouldn't even say, is it up to half a decade? Let's say it's up to half a decade. That was as far back as 2018. Do you get? So addressing some I'll use the word underrepresentation of women in leadership roles in Africa requires a different approach, a multifaceted approach, including changing cultural norms, improving educational opportunities, promoting economic empowerment, yada, 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 yada. And do you get? Now, the next one that we're going to be talking about is if they should be given these roles. Don't forget that we're still live on YouTube at Boss Radio 98.9 FM. You can still ball in there and tell me what you think. Should women, especially in this day and age, be given more leadership roles? Should it be done more often, or is it something that we should just pipe low and let the thing, just like we said during the day we're talking about inheritance, it's something that it's cultural, so just pipe low and don't stress it, don't bother about it. 09092229922 or 09122677989. You can as well head over to WhatsApp and drop a comment using 08069992999. That is 08069992999. Now, the next thing, like I said, that we're going to be talking about is if women should be given these roles. We have different aspects of this. We have the equality and fairness, we have the diverse perspectives, we have the economic and social benefits, and we have some other things before we head into the negative aspect of it all. But before we do that, let's go on a musical break. When we come back, we're going to continue. Don't go anywhere.
We don't play by the rules, we create them. Boss Radio 98.9 FM. Owerri.
Baby, follow my command, like zombie. Go down on me, with your coca body. Follow my command, like zombie. Go down on me, with your coca body. Cause this your milky for front enough for me. Hold on for me, I no go to me corny. And if you're milky na fighty, I saw me to look. Gelato honey, oh baby, sumoyo deep. Baby, gonna waka when you enter my licha. Baby, gonna will you give me sugar and wahala? Mona Lisa, Macho 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 Mona Lisa.
Loving is harder than they show you. You'll never know until you're bruised and burned for hours in the beer bar.
My brother, I'm stuck with the code. Forever don't jump out.
Wait here. Because I don't get money now, you know now. You never hear of Cashpot.
Cashpot.
Cashport is a platform where you stand a chance to win big with just 500 naira on Pulse Radio.
Oh boy, how do we start?
Just visit the website at www.cashport.ng or dial *347 *289 *2 hash to purchase a ticket. The more tickets you buy, the higher your chances of winning from the draw. Cashport is powered by Lasho Trading Services and approved by the Imo State Gaming Authority. Emeka, join me by dialing *347 *289 *2 hash or visit the website www.cashport.ng now and become Emmy Money. But remember, it is a quest for those 18 and above only. Play responsibly.
Right, this is your boy Kizito, and I'm chilling with my guy Jupiter on Road Rant on Boss Radio, radio for the boss man.
Alright, beautiful people, we are back. If you're just joining us, of course, this is still Boss Radio 98.9 FM, radio for the boss mind. And you already know that you're chilling, you're rocking with the only planet on this planet, the one and only Jupiter. Today on Boss Road Rants, Locomotive Wednesday, what we're talking about is leadership. Should women be given leadership roles more often? That is the question of the day. And we've had one or two things that we talked about. The next thing that I said we're going to talk about is, let's dive into it proper, because before we were talking about why it is the way it is in Africa. 090-922-29922 or 091-226-77989. You can as well head over to a WhatsApp platform and drop your comments using 080-6 999-2999 0806-999-2999. Okay, let me take this comment. This comment on WhatsApp. So this person is Mullah from World Bank, is saying, hello Jupiter, and how are you today? I'm doing good, my brother. Jupiter, you see today's QOTD carry plenty violence, but before I chip in my own comment, Jupiter, fear that gender but don't avoid them. And my answer to the QOTD is, why will Unica, first female SUG president, appoint 58? Jupiter, till tomorrow, I'm yet to see the reason why she did that. Maybe she is now seeing herself as Tiwa Savage, super celebrity, or senator. I guess my answer will be as good as yours. Mr. Lecturer, please ask Faith Martins this QOTD, because Friday is her show. Okay. That's an interesting question. I really don't want to go into it, not to seem one-sided on that aspect. So let us basically continue on what we're talking about. So should women be given leadership roles? Let me to give you the reasons. Like I said, there are always positives and there are always negatives for every single thing that happens. Do you get? So let us start off with the positives before we enter into the negatives, because the negatives are quite scary. I wouldn't use the word scary, but they're quite interesting as well. So the first thing is, equality and fairness, just like I said before we went on a break. Now, human rights. Because of human rights, gender equality is a fundamental human right. Do you get? Women have the same opportunities as men do to participate in leadership and decision making processes. That is because of human rights. And then meritocracy, which is, leadership roles should be based on skills, competence, merits, and regardless, it should be regardless of gender. That is why, we're talking about why women should be given roles. Meritocracy, very, very important, because at the end of the day, it is dependent on who knows the craft, who knows this thing very well, who has the skills, who has the competence, who has the merit, who is enlightened, who has that factor to be able to lead. That is the person that should be given the opportunity. The next one is, I'm going to take that call, just hold on a little bit. The next one is, diverse perspectives, broader perspectives. Now, it is no secret, it is just there that, women bring different perspectives, especially the enlightened ones, do you get, and experience that can enhance decision making processes, and inclusive solutions are also part of it. When there's diverse leadership teams, they're more likely to have a wider range of solutions, which is beneficial to any organization or the society as a whole, rather than when it's just coming from one particular source. The other one is the economic and social benefits. When women are given leadership roles, there is what we call improved performance. That is the truth. We're talking about the positives here. I know some people are there, just like Mola, who said, fear that gender, calm down. I know wherever you are, you're like, okay, get to that other part, relax. We also have to point out the good before we start pointing out the bad. Now, economic and social benefits, improved performance, research, a lot according to, because I had to do a little bit of digging. Do you get? According to research, companies with more gender diverse leadership teams, they tend to perform better financially. That is, in each team, let's say you're in IT, you're in marketing, you are in hospitality, whatever it is. So if they have different genders leading them, let's say this one has a male, this one has a female, this one has a male, they tend, this is according to research, they tend to have they tend to perform better when it comes to finances. These are the positives of women being given leadership roles. Then the other thing is economic growth. Someone said okay, let me not even go into that. Economic growth. Gender equality in leadership, it can contribute to economic growth by maximizing the potential of every single individual, both male and female. Now, if you're in a society whereby I'm not saying that society will not move if males are predominant. What I'm saying is, if women are also given leadership roles, are also given opportunities that they merit, based on their skill, competence, and their profession, what they're into. If they're given these roles, it's like trying to grow the economy. You're maximizing the potential of the entire population in any country whatsoever, and that just brings more proceeds. It just brings the growth of that economy, the growth of that nation to a higher level. It just takes it up a whole lot more. Now, some people would argue that there is reduced corruption. Some people would argue there is reduced corruption when women are the one who are in governance. I don't know if you heard me right. There is reduced. It is arguably stated that there is reduced corruption when women are put in governance, because some research suggests that higher representation of women in leadership roles, it can lead to lower levels of corruption. Is this 100% accurate? Is this 100% true? I cannot say yes. I cannot say no. It is just there. It is just what it is. The next one is role models and inspiration. Now, the plus side of doing this, the plus side of having people allow women to enter leadership roles, it inspires future generations. Women leaders serve as role models. I mean, we have so many women leaders. I was listening to an interview the other day, and someone mentioned Okunji Iweala, as someone who should be the one to negotiate on behalf of, CBN or Nigeria, to be able to get better loans or get better deals so that the country wouldn't be in so much debt. And I believe that was last week, or that was on Saturday, or that was on Friday. I was listening to the interview, and that is an example of literally what we're talking about here. So it now breaks that stereotype. Do you get it? It now breaks that whole stereotypical thing of promoting women. When you're promoting women in leadership, it helps challenge and break down all these things completely. There are positive trends that go on with that. There are successful, definitely there are successful female leaders when it comes to politics in this Nigeria that we're in. When it comes to business, when it comes to academics, that is academia, there are a whole lot of women who are demonstrating that women can excel in leadership roles, as well as, and should I say personally, there are men who you put in leadership roles and they're not doing anything, and there are women that you put in leadership roles who do more, and reverse is the case. That it's vice versa. So it kind of depends on the individual Yes, gender also plays a role in it, but it mostly depends on the individual. The next one is the global movement. Now, there are global initiatives, there are global movements that are aimed. I mean, if you check now, you see women empowerment scheme, women this, women that, women this, women that. It's aimed at, increasing women's participation. It's aimed at increasing women's leadership, which, is indicating a growing recognition of the importance of gender equality. Now, gender equality, let me highlight that. A man and a woman can never be the same. A man and a woman will never, ever be the same. You excel in your own front as a woman, a man excel in his own front as a man. I believe that as a man, you should be doing things that men are supposed to be doing. As a woman, you should be doing things the way a woman is supposed to be doing things. Now, the problem, this is what we call, I wouldn't say I have a problem with it, but somehow, yes, I do have a problem with this thing tagged toxic femininity. Do you get? When you see certain feminists who feel like they have a point to prove to men that they can do just as much as the men can do. And we were having a conversation one time, and the question, this statement, what a man can do, a woman can do better. If the both of you, a man and a woman, were walking down the road and something happens, let's say they get ambushed or they get surrounded by a group of boys, a group of men, a group of just rascals, the first instinct of a man is protection. The first instinct of a woman is to be protected. So when people say what you can do, I can do it just as much, I find it very, very difficult to agree. I find it extremely difficult to agree with that. But hey, that is just what it is. And that is on that aspect, that is on the positive aspect. The final thing that we're supposed to look at is, the negative aspect of giving women leadership roles. And that is now where we are going to wrap up for the day. Okay, but before we do that, you already know we have a commercial break that we have to go for, and then when we come back, we're going to dive straight into it again. But you can still head over to WhatsApp, drop your comment, tell me what you think, as our Facebook is currently not available. Just head over to WhatsApp or YouTube if you can, and drop a message and tell me what you think, if women should actually be given leadership roles. Don't go anywhere.
You're cruising with the boss sounds of the city on Boss Radio. 98.9 FM Owerri. All hits. All day, keep it locked on 98.9.
Your music station.
Boss Radio. 98.9 FM. Where infotainment never stops.
Rumor has it. No, it is no longer a rumor. Fact has it that something huge is coming to you. An event packed with surprises is just around the corner. Brought to you by Boss Radio and Busybody 100.1 FM. Best believe we will be bringing you the latest trends, top investors reach, networking, and exclusive deals. Anticipate, tell your friends. This December will be everything you imagined and more. Mark your calendars, you won't want to miss out.
We must ensure that this justice is upheld.
Good governance and a sane society begets a stable nation, where the citizens have a sense of belonging.
Look at it. The Southwest has 8 years as president, 8 years as vice president. Where is the justice?
Join us on State of the Nation, Mondays through Fridays at 9 a.m. on Boss Radio 98.9 FM Owerri, where contentious, pressing, and socio-political issues are presented, discussed, and analyzed. It is educative, interactive, and engaging. State of the Nation. Stay tuned.
After all the hustle and bustle, it is time for you to relax and be taken care of. Treat yourself this season at Havana Place. Havana Restaurant have got tasty meals and a serene environment for your absolute relaxation. You can also check out our cinema, where you can enjoy exciting Hollywood and Nollywood blockbuster movies while you enjoy our delicious creamy shawarma and pizza. And of course, that is not all. You can sing and make merry while enjoying our exotic drinks and freshly made food at Havana Cafe 24. For more information, visit www.havanacinemas.com. Call or WhatsApp us on 0809 994 2637. When you think premium enjoyment, think Havana Fast Food, Havana Cinema, and Havana Cafe 24. Your enjoyment is our responsibility, and we are ready to deliver.
Emeka, no be your forever is the code where I see inside moto.
My brother, I'm stuck with the code. Forever don't jump out.
Wetin happen? Because I don't get money now, you know now. You never hear of Cashport.
Cashport? Wetin be that?
Cashport is a platform where you stand a chance to win big with just 500 naira on Boss Radio.
Oh boy, how do we start?
Just visit the website at www.cashport.ng or dial *347 *289 *2# to purchase a ticket. The more tickets you buy, the higher your chances of winning from the draw. Cashport is powered by Lasho Trading Services and approved by the Imo State Gaming Authority.
Emeka, join me by dialing
*347 *289 *2# or visit the website www.cashport.ng now and become Emmy Money. But remember, it is a quest for those 18 and above only. Play responsibly.
Spent 24 hours on emotion.
Boss 98.9 FM, keeping you company 24/7.
Your baby no dish my baby. They play, they play. Body gone in a wahala, golly mede, salute, mamuse, imate, she don't miss me, you sabi what you do. You dey make me dey mukulu. Say you sweet pass, kuno. Day by day you dey boss in my bololo. You got me like whoa. You feel on my beat. You sabi like that happy, I climb my the thing in the make you leg, you dey with it,
Been a long time before you see your real dream. We go hold you down and knock you off your feet. I'm a thing now, I love you, can't you see? Be me with the yarn, it's not the end. The way you sang hello the other day, I said man gonna try and look the other way. Give my life up if you want to run away, I go follow. You no need to shall you. You know fake girl, I want to be there the way I go the lady. You go the fear, you go confirm I'm so deep, but not really care. If you pay me the my little bad, you go gym, you go make your misery end. You know I get the beam and I know cuckoo send. And as long as you are making that pen, when I knock on your door, now that won't be the again.
You sabi what you dey do. You dey make me dey mukulu. Say you sweet pass, kuno. Day by day you dey boss in my bololo. You got me like whoa. You feel on my beat. You sabi like that happy, I climb my the thing in the make you leg, you dey with it,
You go call me Ole Ajibole, the way I skip borrow, and you no go need any love doctor. You mean my love. Oh yeah, Abella danger with it. That I shade this your body to spice it like I am a shade. No, you want something new and not the cliche. Oh yeah, cache, come and defend your cache. No do garage, no fake girl, I want to be there the way I go the lady. You go the fear, you go confirm I'm safety, but not really care.
The new Boss Radio, 98.9 FM. Radio for the boss mind.
Rolling on your wheel now. I'm drinking Hennessy now. I hope you see now. Say you don't bust my eyeglass. You don't scatter my plans. See
my eye, I don't cross. You put me for ambulance. See why you make me bitch. See why you make me big. See what you did to me. God save me, please. I know you got me now. I know you got me now. I know you got me now. Followed you up and down. Followed you up and down. Followed you up and now I don't lost my mind. Now I don't lost my mind. Now I don't lost my. Now and I know you lied. Now I know you lied. Now I know, cause the doctor said I burnt my liver. I've been drinking cigars. Used to sing and play my guitar. Now I'm lost in this and bizarre. Everything I do, everything where you talk I do, everything where you ask I do. So you don't.
The new Boss Radio, 98.9 FM. Radio for the boss mind.
I can't deny it is written all over you that you've taken all over me. You've taken all over me. All over me. If there is a which I touch mine, you gonna say you wanna be mine, cause you've taken all over me. No need for story, you know you'll be my charge. You make my time put a charge. Anybody mess with you, I will not take it like me. I'm making you me wifey. But I love you, show the people think I'm mental. I go carry you, go Cali Sacramento. Love you, him, I be my Rutoletto. Love you, show the baby, you no go feel let go. Look for my mind, and my soul, you leave it rent free. For your mother, baby girl, I go comment. I'm gonna check away, though. Tell me love, though. I can't deny it is written all over that you've taken all over me. You've taken all over me. If there is a way to touch mine, you gonna say you wanna be mine, cause you've taken all over me. No need for story, you know you'll be my daddy. You make my time put a charity. Anybody mess with you, I will not take it like me. I'm begging you, me wifey.
Original Mr. Flavor. Oh yeah! Oh no.
That way, don't make me move that way. Me I know one slip for highway. Before you cross gas and look at your sideways. Me I know come look us for just play. So I said and they find me. For the long time I've been silent. I don't know, I've been styling, but the things say I'm in hiding, cause they don't know how to find me. I'll be a no Zumba by the way. 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 I'm coming to you. what are we? You say we be guys. Wait, so you get somebody, eh? You be somebody, baby. So you get somebody, eh? So you be somebody, baby. I see no I don't think you guys fall like it. This time make a go shalaye. I buy umbrella, I see no I don't think you guys fall like it. This time make a go shalaye. I buy umbrella. We dey shop, we dey smile. Fendi Versace, Christian Dior. Who dey swipe? Waiting they saw. Chena my car, you dey use text up. I give you car, make you use tech up. But you decide to dey do fake love, yeah. Maka eat love. Ishe my baka, maka eat love.
The new Boss Radio, 98.9 FM. Radio for the Boss Mind.
London.
Another banger.
Come here, waiting the water you. Green body make I rock, yeah. I know you seen on me. I getting money pass your pap. Waiting you one way I know feel do for you. Why you want the booga one? Share you be kiss than any. You better drop your body and move sucker. Suffer with this body, make we run, I'm on a low key. Baby, you know me. They get us to go move where you no go. Green, come make a drive your, come make a drive this your jalo. Please, baby, allow me. Tip you off with the alawi. See body, oh. See body, oh. Egg me, oh. They bust in my bololo. They bust in my bololo. Please help me, oh. Me, I don't jam with simpers.
I feel like you're an angel in body. That's why me not hesitate to. She walk through the hallway with a sainted body. Call on make a man knows them. Can you move to the reggae no be blues? And no, yeah, make a no. Me like the way that you jiggy like that, and I know that you know that me feel ya. And everybody evil, nobody only like that. Put your hands on the pole. She puff, smoke and she lit it. She a body of the highest order, crazy girl. I know say me and they joke easy like that. I bring in this order. Give me that sweet, for real, from me. Sweet, c'est la vivi, hasta la vivi. Looking pretty, me need it now. Ooh baby, cuckoo kill me, bad carry, cuckoo kill me now. Ooh. Kuku beat it on her knees. She say now we now. Oh me lara oh my ama me lara oh.
We are hotter than your darling station.
Yeah.
We got the groove, and that is why they have come to give a toast to the boss. 98.9 FM.
Now, echo it to the world.
Emeka, no be your forever is the code where I see Semoto.
My brother, I'm stuck with the code. I'm forever don't jump out.
What's happen? Because I don't get money now, you know now. You never hear of Cashpot.
Cashpot? What be that?
Cashpot is a platform where you stand a chance to win big with just 500 naira on Boss Radio.
Oh boy, how do we start?
Just visit the website at www.cashpot.ng or dial *347 *289 *2# to purchase a ticket. The more tickets you buy, the higher your chances of winning from the draw. Cashpot is powered by Lasho Trading Services and approved by the Imo State Gaming Authority. Emeka, join me by dialing *347*289*2# or visit the website www.cashpot.ng now and become Emmy Money. But remember, it is a quest for those 18 and above only. Play responsibly.
Alright, beautiful people, we are back. If you're just joining us, of course, this is still Boss Radio 98.9 FM, radio for the Boss Mind. You already know that you're chilling, you're rocking with the only planet on this planet, the one and only Jupiter. And of course, we are talking about leadership. Should women be given leadership roles more often, especially in this present day and age? And we've talked about the different things. We've talked about why it is the way it is. We've talked about the positives of, this particular thing happening. And now, like I said, we're going to delve into the negative aspects of giving these roles. Now, this negative aspect is not necessarily on the women. It's more on the reception towards this particular thing. Now, while the benefits of giving women leadership roles are significant or nice, it is also important to consider that there are potential challenges or negative effects that might raise. Do you get? Because it's not because of women. Do you get? It's not that they're less capable, but it is due to existing societal structures and bias. So let me quickly highlight some negative aspects and challenges that would come as a result of this. The first one is definite, strong resistance and backlash. Now, resistance to change, there is going to be a resistance from those who are accustomed, to the traditional gender roles, which, it leads back to, pushing women back against women in leadership. It leads back to the pushback of women in leadership. That is the first one. The second one, which is a normal backlash, is women in certain roles will definitely receive that backlash. They would have something you call scrutiny, increased scrutiny. They would have a whole lot of criticism that a male may not get by virtue of him being a male, or they may even get harassed in some ways. So which this whole thing can be demoralizing, and it can also hinder their effectiveness. It's not like in a male aspect where they could just shrug it off or decide not to look at it, but in the women, because of the emotion, it may be an issue. Let me take this one. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
How are you?
I'm fine.
What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Samaka. I'm calling from Akwakuma.
Okay, from Akwakuma. What's the traffic like over there?
It's Zonzo.
Okay, Chamaka, you know what we've been talking about since. What do you think?
Can I repeat the question again, please?
Okay, so why should women be given more leadership roles?
Yes.
Why do you think that?
Okay. The reason is that if woman is given an opportunity for leadership, you take the country as her child. She understands the pain. Yes. For instance, I don't know why women were deprived of their Western education from the first place. But since the rise of educated women, they have impacted the world. Like, for instance, Mary Slessor that stopped the killing of twins. She was a woman.
Yeah.
She understands the pain of childbirth. That's why she came out and she stopped the killing of twins. The men were there. They called themselves a leader. They didn't do anything. But she understands the pain of childbirth. That's why she came out.
Okay, now someone would say that is because of the emotional attachment, that women are too emotional. That's why they do these things. Do you think like that emotional way that women are is going to be a hindrance?
No, it's not a hindrance.
Okay.
It's not a hindrance at all.
Okay, I'm gonna take that one. Thank you,
sir. We have different women in history who have achieved great things, like Fumilayo, Queen Amina Ozaya, even Queen Elizabeth, she was the Queen of England
for a long time.
And yes, and England was doing fine, not having no bad issues at all. But if an opportunity is given to a woman, I think she impacts the world with her motherly heart.
That's an interesting way to put it. All right, thank you for that contribution. Do have a beautiful day. So emotion may not be a hindrance. And I had to put that question because when she said she would treat the nation like a child, it's more like, the emotion that comes with having children, the emotion that comes with, correcting children, the emotion that comes with, okay, this is when I need to be strict, this is when I need to loosen up. I don't know, in a lot of families whereby a child would misbehave and the mother would wait for the father to get back and, serve punishment to the child. So in most homes you're seeing the male as the disciplinary figure, whereas the mom would be in one corner. Now let me not even go further down that rabbit hole. The next one is tokenism. Now, token representation is more like saying women are going to be placed in they might be placed in leadership roles to fulfill different quotas, do you get, without really having that real power of influence. It's just like saying there's a godfather, there's a kingmaker, there's a kingpin, there's someone pulling the strings, behind closed doors. So it's not necessarily that they're given that full thing. Sometimes it's given with certain conditions, which is not supposed to be so, but that is just how it is in modern day society, especially in this day and age. The next one is increased pressure. Automatically, when a woman is given leadership role, because she would want to prove herself that she can do the job, and effectively for that matter. Now, they may face something that is called undue pressure to perform exceptionally well to justify the position, to tell us, okay, a man can do this thing that you're doing, so why should we give it to you, a female? So they would want to push themselves. They would have so much pressure exerted on them to perform really, really well to justify the reason why they were given that position. And most times that's why you see certain women, they become strict, they become harsh, they become aggressive, just to make sure that they're able to put everything that they need to put in place. Is that the normal woman trait? Is that the normal woman character? I would say no, because it's just not what it is. And work-life balance, balancing roles. Women, like I said, they face the challenge of balancing professional responsibilities with traditional family roles, which can lead to stress, which can lead to burnout, because you're focusing on, leading whatever it is you're given, or leading the people that you were given to lead, and balance for those who are married, balancing your relationship, your home, your husband, your children, balancing that up. That's just something that it is easier for men to do because they have a wife, they have a woman behind them or beside them who is helping out with all those responsibilities. But when it becomes the other way around, how do you cope with that? Then lack of support system in most cases. When it comes to balancing work life, there is a lack of support system in a whole lot of cases. Maybe working hours, parental leaves, and it can make it difficult for certain women. Not that there are people who will not be able to do it. I mean, there are a lot of women who are in great positions today who are not married, no kids, no nothing, do you get, but they're still thriving and pushing in various aspects. Now, social biases and stereotypes, the gender bias, which is the persistent thing everywhere, it can literally undermine women's authority and effectiveness in leadership roles. Because, take for instance, you're sitting down in a meeting and your fellow man, who is your boss, or your fellow man who is the highest authority in that particular setting, is scolding you as a man. There are a lot of people who will just take it like that, because this is your fellow man and he is your CEO, he is your boss. And then there are people who would react differently if it was to be in fact a woman in that same position, because the mindset, a lot of mindset of a lot of people, that is the mindset of a lot of people, is why would a woman be talking to me in that manner? Do you get? So that is the stereotypical gender bias that we usually see. So because of that, you may see rebellion, you may see a whole lot of things that will come as a result of that. Now the stereotypical threat women may experience is where fear of confirming negative stereotypes, do you get, about their gender can impact them and impact their performance, because it's already in their head that everybody believes that because I'm a woman I'm going to fail. So it becomes a stereotype that's, it should not actually be there. There are about two other things, but the time is 5:50. I think we will stop here for today. So in conclusion, because I always have to conclude, while there are challenges and potential negative aspects, associated with giving women leadership roles, all these aspects, all these issues, they all come from societal, cultural, traditional factors, rather than the capabilities of women themselves. And when you're addressing these issues, when you're addressing these challenges, it requires an effort. It requires a concerted effort to change some attitudes of individuals. It requires efforts to implement supportive roles, supportive policies, and basically just to create an inclusive environment where everyone can thrive as a leader, irrespective of what gender they may fall under. So the overall benefit of promoting women in leadership far outweighs the challenges, and addressing them can lead, if we are able to address these things, it can lead to a more prosperous society. Like I said, when you have both the male and the female, it's just like even in marriages, you would attest to that. When you have both genders working together to be able to push the family forward, it's on a whole nother ball game. It's on a whole different level than when it's just one partner doing the whole thing. So the same thing applies to society, economy in general. When you have everyone putting their hands together to be able to push something forward, that is just what happens. But don't forget that someone is going to be going on with 25,000 naira this evening. It could definitely be you if you're playing cash pot. The code to dial is *347 *289 *2 hash *347 *289 *2 hash. You have to be 18 and above to be able to play. If you are not 18 and above, you have to wait until you get to that age. Once you dial that code, it's going to bring out a window. That window is going to ask you a number of tickets that you want. You select it, if it's 1, if it's 2, if it's 3. Just select that number of tickets, and the next thing that's going to come out is the bank details. If you want to make a transfer using your own personal bank, select your bank. If you want to use an external agent, that is a POS agent, you want to go out and transfer, also select bank not listed, because that option is going to be there. Select it, is going to bring out the option for you. It's going to send you account details that you need to make transfer to within 40 minutes, or else it's going to expire. Once you do that, once you've made that transfer, it's automatically going to place you in that draw, and it's so easy. Even if you do not want to go through that route, you just want to stay at home and do it, you can use the website cashport.ng. If you head over there, you're gonna see Boss Radio. Register, and then fund your wallet, select Boss Radio when you want to play, depending on the time you want to play, and just play. And if it's a raffle draw, people, it could be you that wins, it could not be you. That is just how it is, but I'm hoping that it is definitely one of you, because in this time and age, smiling is a very, very important thing. I listened to the person who won during the Yap People segment, and the excitement in this current economy. You win 25,000 naira. That's gonna go a long way. In the words of Worry, that is like 5 pots of soup. But let's not go into details. Remember that if you're looking for the best place, the best platform to be able to get your service, product, and sell to a widespread audience, to some of the most amazing people in the world, Boss Radio 98.9 FM is the best place to do that. All you have to do is to send us a message via WhatsApp using 080-6999-2999. That is 080-6999-2999. And yes, as I always say, as a human being, if you know that you want to drive, do not drink. If you know that you want to drink, do not drive. And if you want to go out, no matter where it is that you're going to, please always move around with your means of identification. I've talked about this so much that I feel like my means of identification is like part of my skin at this point, because it's always with me any single place that I go to. And the reason why this whole thing started was that was 2021, yes, that should be 2021, where I went to Lagos in December for a get-together with some of my friends. So while we were there on the islands, I was stopped, even though I was, in a transport, this, I wouldn't want to call the brand, but you already know what I mean. I was stopped, and, because of, I would say, the outlook, the way I was dressed, I was suspected to be this Yahoo, this kind of thing. So it was when they now started asking questions. What do you do? A means of identification. Once I showed them the means of identification, told them what I did, and it was just smooth sailing from there. It was just, oh, thank you, welcome, and we left it at that. But if I wasn't in that position where I didn't have anything to show that this is who I am, in a completely different state for that matter, do you get? It would have been a whole different ballgame where you would have to pay money that you're not supposed to even pay because you're not doing anything. You understand? So please always move around with your means of identification. It's very, very important. I can never stress that enough. Tomorrow is our final day of Boss Radio Draft for the week, as our Thursday's Clash of Titans people, where the men go head to head, neck to neck, shoulder to shoulder, elbow to elbow, fist to fist, knee to knee, ankle to ankle, toenail to toenail with the women. And we're going to see what gender is going to come out atop tomorrow. Remember that if you want to connect with me on any of my social media handles, it is at Just Call Jupiter. And coming up at 6 p.m. is the world news. From me to you, good evening, and arrivederci.